Most home businesses die from income confusion, not from bad products, not from bad service, from the inability to see where money actually went. You cannot build sustainable income from home if you do not know whether last month generated profit or simply movement. And most people running home-based systems never separate the two. This is not about bookkeeping. This is about economic visibility. The difference between repeating effort and building repeatable income. Here is what happens. You sell something, money comes in, you buy supplies. You pay a few tools, you assume the rest is profit. But you never actually wrote it down, so you cannot track whether your time generated income or just kept you busy. This is the core problem of the invisible economy. Work happens, money moves. But no structure exists to show whether the system worked or whether you worked for free. Now notice this. Traditional employment gives you a paycheck. It is clean. It is simple. You know exactly what you earned because someone else did the math. But when you run income from home, you are both the worker and the system. And if you do not track the system, you cannot improve it. This is where the profit statement protocol becomes non-negotiable. It is not a spreadsheet for tax season. It is a diagnostic tool that tells you whether your home-based income system is functioning or failing. Here is the structure. 3 lines: revenue, expenses, net income. That is the entire framework. But most people never write those 3 lines down in relation to each other. Revenue is everything that came in, not what you hope will come in, not what someone said they would pay, what actually landed. This is your income signal. Expenses are everything that went out to generate that revenue: supplies, tools, platforms, shipping, advertising, anything you paid to make the income happen. This is your course structure. Net income is the gap. Revenue minus expenses. This is the only number that tells you whether your system produced profit or whether it produced activity. Now here is the shift most people miss. If your net income is negative, you are not running a business. You are funding a hobby with your savings. And that is fine if it is intentional. But it is catastrophic if you thought you were building income. This happens constantly in home-based systems. Someone sells handmade items, they track sales. But they never subtract the cost of materials, the platform fees, the shipping, the packaging. So they see $200 in sales and assume they made $200. But after costs, they made $40, or nothing, or lost money. Without the profit statement, you cannot see this. You just keep working, keep listing, keep shipping, and wonder why the income never stacks. Now apply this to service-based work, freelance design, consulting, coaching, virtual assistants. Same structure. Revenue is what the client paid. Expenses are software subscriptions, internet upgrades, contractor payments if you outsourced parts of the work. Net income is what you kept. But here is where it gets sharper. If you worked 20 hours to generate $300 in revenue, and your expenses were $50, your net income was $250. That sounds clean, but your hourly rate was $12.50. And if your goal was to replace a $40 per hour job, the system is not calibrated yet. The profit statement does not just show profit. It shows efficiency. It shows whether your time inside the system is generating the income you need or whether the system is underpriced. This is economic recalibration. You cannot fix what you cannot see. And you cannot see it without writing it down. Now let us go deeper. Most people think profit statements are for year-end tax prep, but that is the wrong time frame. If you only look at profit once a year, you are flying blind for 11 months. You need monthly visibility at minimum. Weekly is better for fast-moving systems. Here is why. If you run a profit statement every month, you can see patterns. You can see which income streams are actually profitable and which ones are just keeping you busy. You can see which expenses are productive investments and which ones are friction costs that do not move the outcome. For example, you run a small online shop from home. You pay for 3 different marketing tools. But when you run the profit statement, you notice that only one of those tools correlates with actual sales, the other two are dead weight. You cut them, your expenses drop, your net income rises. Same revenue, better system. This is leverage. Not motivation, not hustle, structural clarity that lets you remove what does not work and double down on what does. Now here is the part most people resist. Writing this down feels like extra work. It feels like admin. It feels like something you will do later when the business is bigger. But that is backwards. The profit statement is not the reward for success. It is the tool that creates it. If you cannot track 3 numbers once a month, you are not running a system. You are guessing, and guessing does not scale. Here is how to make this frictionless. Use a simple tool that lets you input revenue and expenses without building a full accounting system. A basic spreadsheet works. A notebook works. A dedicated income tracking app works even better. The point is not complexity. The point is consistency. For those building home-based income systems and want a structured way to track this without overcomplicating it, there are solid profit and expense trackers designed specifically for small operations. I have put a recommendation in the description. No fluff. Just clean tracking that takes 5 minutes a month. Now let us talk about what the profit statement reveals that most people never notice. Cash flow versus profit. These are not the same thing. You can have profit on paper and still run out of money. Here is how. You sell a service in January. The client pays in March. On your profit statement, that income counts in January because that is when you delivered the work. But the cash did not hit your account until March. If you had expenses in February, you might have been cash negative even though you were profit positive. This is why monthly profit statements paired with cash tracking give you full visibility. You see both whether the system is profitable and whether the cash flow supports daily operations. Most home businesses collapse not because they are unprofitable, but because they run out of cash before the profit arrives. The profit statement helps you see that gap before it becomes a crisis. Notice this pattern. The businesses that survive are not always the ones with the best products. They are the ones with the clearest financial visibility. They know their numbers. They track their margins. They adjust quickly when something stops working. The businesses that fail are often the ones with great ideas and zero financial structure. They assume that if they work hard enough, the income will sort itself out. But income does not sort itself out. It compounds or it leaks. And without tracking, you cannot tell which one is happening. Now here is the long-term implication. Once you have 3 months of profit statements, you can start forecasting. You can see your average monthly revenue, your average monthly expenses, your average net income, and you can use that to plan. If your average net income is $1,500 a month, and you need $2,000 to replace outside work, you know the gap. You know what needs to shift. Maybe you raise prices. Maybe you cut low-margin offers. Maybe you add a second income stream. But you cannot make that decision without the data. This is how home-based income becomes sustainable, not through hope, through clarity, through knowing exactly what the system produces and what it costs to run it. The profit statement is not paperwork. It is the diagnostic layer that separates functional systems from expensive distractions. And once you start using it, you stop guessing and start building. This is the shift from invisible effort to visible economics, from movement to measurable income, from hoping it works to knowing whether it does. Disclaimer: this content is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial, legal, or professional advice. Any recommendations, including tools or resources, are suggestions based on general principles and should be evaluated based on your own circumstances. Always consult with a qualified professional before making financial or business decisions.